everyone! Do you want to learn how to make this cool junk altered envelope and bead dangles? Keep watching! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd come on today and show you a couple of projects I've been doing. And the first one was this altered envelope. It is just a standard nail envelope that I have collaged and decorated up with some papers and lace. It's double-sided, and I thought I could use this to send some happy mail, and I'm going to fill it with things. I'll just use them to store my items in that I make. I'm not sure yet, but I just wanted to make one. Yeah, so this is the paper pad that I used to make my loaded hoop, which was about 2 videos ago, and it's the one from B&M. Let me see if I can find it. It's called Flowers Blooming. So after I made my loaded hoop project, I had loads of scraps left from the papers that I had used. So I fussy cut some flowers out, and I tore some flowers just rough to give kind of like the faux look of it being fussy cut, but without the actual effort. And I think that it actually went better with all the collage pieces. And then for this piece of lace, I just used my tiny attacher and stapled it on, because there wasn't really any solid parts to be able to put glue down without it really noticing. For this piece of lace I used Mod Podge. If I was to do it again, I don't think I would use Mod Podge, because it has, I don't know, it's changed the colour of the lace a little bit where the glue was, and so I'm not very happy with that, but it's okay. I'm still going to use it, but I'd probably use my multi-matte medium next time. And the little butterflies here, the clear ones with the glitter, they were actually the wallpaper samples that I got. So they were on pink, but when I was tearing the wallpaper, I noticed that the butterflies are actually vinyl on top. Now, they are quite delicate, but I found that if I tore near the edge, I could peel off these, and then some of them had a bit of the paper on the backing, and all I did was turn it over. I got a paintbrush with water on and then dabbed it onto the bits of paper that wouldn't come off, and then I just did this with my finger until the paper was removed, and then I ended up with these. I have no idea why my brain thought of that, but I'm glad it did, because they're so pretty, and there's lots of different ones that I managed to get out of that piece of wallpaper from B&Q, and it was completely free, so I couldn't be more happy. And some of them, I mean, it did take a little while to peel off. These ones that didn't have the cutouts are easier to do, but some of the really delicate ones like these, because they're small and delicate, they took a bit longer. And I only really discovered this halfway through, so I still have some of the ones that are on the pink background, but it's not a pink that goes with every pink. Like when I put it against this, it's quite a salmony dusky pink, whereas this was a bit brighter, and it didn't really go with my peachy pink papers, so I was kind of happy that I could find another way of using them, because now I can make them any colour I want. They can be teal or orange or yellow or bright pink, any colour. I can just back it, or I could put it on vellum and have them clear. That would be pretty too. So I've used 3 on the front. There's one there, and then the one at the top. And I've used 2 sheets of paper designs that they're double-sided, so there's actually 4 different designs. There's this one, this plain one, the marble and the flowers. And I repeated the same papers on the back. I didn't do as much collaging on the back. I went with bigger pieces just because I didn't think people would really look at the back, but I did want to embellish it a little bit, so I added another butterfly. I've got so many of them. Yeah. Then I made this little eyelet, and I had to get a really big jump ring for this. I actually ended up making my own because I didn't have one big enough. So I made this little bead dangle. It's hard to hold it. Using a head pin, and then the offcut of the rest of the head pin is what I used to make the large jump ring at the top. And this is basically a large paper clip that I wrapped in paper, and I decorated it. So that side's got a little flower that I fussy cut, and then this is some of trim that I had in my stash, and I've got it in, I suppose it would be like an estate sale. A lady's mum had died, and she was a dressmaker and a crafter, and she had this trim in her stash, and I bought some from her. I did some gems, and then I made this dangle, and then this one I had taken off some broken jewellery, so I just added it to this as well. And it's attached to the big jump ring using a lobster clasp. So if I do give this to someone, they can take it off and use it for another project. And then this was a piece from a broken jewellery that I just added. So if someone does take this off, there's still something there left to decorate it. And then I made another paper clip, which is just got bead on the end. I just thought it was a bit different. I thought I would use that to a couple of paper clips to close the envelope, because I cut the flap off, because obviously that gets torn when you open the letter. Yeah. And then I'm going to probably carry on making my own embellishments to put inside. So far I've made this, and that came out of some wallpaper that I got. I think it was in the range. Yeah, I got quite a few metallic ones in the range. And I just love the texture on this one. And it's more rose gold in real life rather than camera. I wonder if I put another light on, will it help? Not really. Yeah, it looks a little bit more rose gold there. So yeah, I really like that. And I just fussy cut some of the flowers and put a gem on it and decorated the tag, and it's just plain on the back. I just put heart paper on it. I did have an eye, I was going to put eye heart paper, but I couldn't find it. Then I made another tag, and I used fussy cut flowers again and that butterfly from the wallpaper, and then a couple of gems in the middle, and then I used my stickles. I think this one's called Mercury Glass, and it's a really nice rose gold colour. It's really pretty, which went perfect with this tag, so I just used it as if I was adding like tiny gems that glitter. And I used it on the centre of the flowers as well, just to give it a bit of interest. So that might go in here, I haven't decided yet. So yeah, I just die cut a bunch of tags out of these wallpaper, and they're quite flexible, but I mean, if you really bent it they would rip, but I think you could probably use this okay on a present or something. I think they're very pretty. And the letters on here came off of some packaging that I had. I can't remember what it was that I bought. It was definitely from Home Bargains, and it was the wedding selection, and I bought some bits in the wedding section. It might have been like trim or something. Anyway, I fussy cut all of the packaging, so I got a lovely You and Me one. Oh, I know where it was from. It was the heart paper bags that I included in my last loaded hoop tutorial, the ones that I decorated and added in for Michelle when I sent it to her. So yeah, the paper bags, they had different things written on the top, and then I had something that had Always and Forever on it, and it's my anniversary soon. We've been married for 9 years the week after next. So I made this little topper out of this scrap piece of paper that I had kicking around, and this fussy cut words that I had from my packaging. So you can use quite a lot of different things that you would consider as junk to make ephemera and decorate, and yeah, this is basically all scrap paper that was left over from other projects, a little bit of scrap lace that I had hanging around where I didn't have much left, broken jewellery, paper clips, which just normal stationery stuff, wallpaper that I got for free, butterflies that I'd got from the wallpaper which I got for free, and packaging, and a little scrap that I had left over from another project. So this didn't cost me anything to make, and I think it's really pretty. I'm probably gonna do like a little series at some point about recycling and reusing things for crafty purposes, and I wanted to know that if you guys are interested in that, and what you want me to do. I was thinking maybe just making embellishments, because then no matter what craft you're into, you can use it in your scrapbooking or your card making or friend mail or pocket letters, whatever you wanted. So yeah, let me know what you think and leave me a comment down below with your ideas. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. 50 awesome points to everybody who got this far in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can find out when I release new videos. And there are a couple of videos here for your delectation if you so desire.